Today we speak about how can we protect ourselves in life from the different energies, from the different people that are invading our space or just simply living next to us, and their energy is heavy because they're going through particularly challenging moments, difficult moments. So they are not even aware, but they are projecting their heaviness, their challenges, their difficulties into our own energy space and life. I'll just give you some good tips, some things that you can do in every day, just before meeting other people, before going live, before going to work. The first thing, you can just simply standing on your feet and this is a practice of grounding. So imagining yourself that you're having roots coming down from your feet and reaching the central part of the earth, where they are basically anchoring themselves. So they are providing a sort of stable protections. So it's just like you are anchoring yourself, you're fixing yourself to something that is stable, to something that has the heart of the earth, the heart of Mother Earth, which is also connecting to an inner fire, to an inner power. So you're just imagine yourself that you're having these roots coming down from your feet and anchoring yourself to the center part of the earth, and you are there stable and just breathing for 2-3 seconds, and then with either your fingers or an incense, imagine that you are drawing around your own body in the upper part or just around, if you have a stick of incense, and passing that around, a circle of protections that you visualize in a circle of light that can be a golden ray of light or a white ray of light if you want to connect with a white with a white color of pureness, or in case you also need some healing, specifically you can have with a connection that would be more spiritual, a purple light. Or if you need physical healing, you would see and visualize the color green. If you also need a sense of calmness, you can visualize the light in the color of blue. Just as a general rule, if you're not asking for anything specific, but just creating your own circle of protection, you can visualize this ray of light as a golden ray of light that is coming around you. Where does this light coming from? Of course, from the divine, from above. And you're just creating this sort of bubble of protection around you, and you express your intention. Because what makes the difference in general in any spiritual practice, specifically with a lot of shamanism, is the intention. So then all the rituals that come afterwards, they're just like, that would be just simply a mechanical act of something without an intention. So you are asking the universe to protect yourself from whatever is coming outwards, and by doing that, would be this circle. It's something that I've been doing for my own life. You can do it just in a quicker way, or just also going on top of a bus, going on a bus in a quick way in 3 seconds. It's the name it has the name of Gaelic Caims, and actually the Celts used to do that when they were asking for protections to God before going to a battle. So it's not just necessarily something that we use nowadays, and that's what inspired me, for example, to call my business Invisible Caims, because it was something that I've done my own life to protect myself before going to work in the morning. And so in order also to do a lot of work afterwards, you need to be very grounded in the land, and see that you are supported, that you are sustained. Then you can also have with you for example, some crystal like the tourmaline, which is a black heavy crystal, heavy stone that is able to absorb any energy that is coming from above. You can have just a small piece in your pocket, in your bag at home. So normally you can place also, for example, 2 big pieces at the main door, so it would protect from the external energy to come in, or also the door of your bedroom, your sitting room, in your kitchen. So have some pieces of tourmaline around, and they are able to absorb all the negative energy that is also coming from outside, that is also accumulated, for example, inside the home when we are tired, when we are discussing, when we are stressed, we produce toxins, energetic toxins, and they stay there. So that's also important then to purify the house. There is another video, if you see my channel, which is about how to cleanse your home. There is a variety of ways of how you can purify your home. Quickest one would be to have just going around smudging with a piece of sage. That is really good to go around with just some smoke and purify your space. And doing that at least, if you remember, once a week. When it's easy for you to remember, because otherwise we live and we produce something that we are taking out, and at the same time it's coming back inside ourselves with all the interest. So it's not supporting our system. It's not good to support our system. And then another practice that you can do to protect yourself, if you have been, for example, in a shamanic path, when we speak about finding power animals, it would be merging with one of your allies, merging with one of your guides, one of your power animals, so that this is also creating a protection of yourself when you are meeting other people. It's just creating a second layer in general, especially. Then there are also other specific practice that if you are a practitioner, if you are a therapist, you would need to do. And that is very much personal work that can be done because you are working with clients, you're working with patients. So these are also other personal ways, other ways that you can find to protect yourself that would be just bespoke to you. But what is important is always expressing the intention, and also considering that you are not external reality. These realities around ourselves are just the projections of the mind. So when we don't identify ourselves with the external reality, it's impossible for us to absorb, because we create a sort of filters. I am not that. I am not that. I am not the reality that is coming around you, around me. But I am here, so I'm creating a sort of detachment, a sort of layer of filter for which I'm not able to absorb. It's quite difficult in terms of, in a busy life, always to repeat this sentence and not to get caught and involved in the situations around us. But it's a matter of practice. Whenever something is coming to us, we simply need to repeat, I am not what is happening here to me. This is just an external happening. I can also imagine and visualize that I'm removing the happening events, whatever is coming to me with like dust. If I have a feather, for example, I can also pass a feather around my body, and imagining that the feather is removing all the things that we think energetically to have absorbed. Or, for example, lying down on our bed, and other things that we can do afterwards in the evening. And, for example, just take a stone, place a stone on our forehead or on other head when we feel that our head is boiling of thoughts. It's quite stressed, and having also 2 stones in our hands as well, and just simply lying down, relax, and the stones will absorb whatever has come into our life, into our own body, and taking away, because the stones are marvelous sponges that can be used And so that does require the few minutes when we are going to bed, 10 minutes to do that as a regular practice. And so we are sure that if we didn't have time in the morning to do our short practice of protections, this will be sent away and absorbed by nature. And then after, we just simply wash the stones with water, and we can purify the feather with incense.